Every player needs to score more goals. I don't care what your position is. I don't care what your scoring tally has been in the past. I want you to make a commitment right now, not to me, but to yourself, to score more goals, to do whatever it takes to learn how to score more goals, to put yourself in the right situation to score more goals. What I want you to understand first is scoring goals isn't so much about technique, skill, or talent. It comes down to your desire to get into the right spots. So if you want to score more goals, you need to get in the box as much as possible. Anytime your teammate has a chance to put the ball in the box for a cross, for a cutback, maybe they're taking a shot and there's a rebound, just get in those areas. You're going to get goals, I guarantee you that. The main reason that most players don't score goals isn't because of their skill or even their lack of confidence. It's just because they're not getting in the right spots. Okay, so if you're waiting at half, your teammate's making a run down the line and you're jogging to the box rather than sprinting in, getting in front of the defender, then you're not going to score goals. But once you can get in that mindset, I'm willing to work harder than the defender to get to that spot first, to be there in time for my teammate when he makes the pass. When you can get in that mindset, when you can do that consistently, the goals are going to start to come. The next commitment I want you to make is to take your shots. Please take your shots. Maybe you've experienced this before. You were in the game, you had an opportunity to shoot, but for some reason you hesitated. Maybe you took another touch, maybe you passed the ball when you should have shot, maybe you just froze up and you didn't do anything, you got tackled. Okay, whenever you have the opportunity to shoot, I want you to remain calm, but I want you to take that shot and take it quickly. Okay, do not let your opportunities pass you by. If you can get away from hesitation, shoot when you know you're supposed to shoot, you're going to score more goals. Okay, maybe your shooting's not the best, but just the simple fact that you're taking on every shot, you're going to score goals. Okay, you probably heard the quote before, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you want to score more goals, start taking more shots. A lot of players have problems with this because they're afraid that they're going to miss and their teammates or the coach is going to yell at them. Okay, you have to get over that. Maybe you'll miss a couple. Honestly, you probably will miss a couple, especially in the beginning. But you're not going to start to score, you're not going to start to get them on net unless you miss those shots, unless you take on those chances and get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so don't think about what anyone else is thinking. Think about your shot. Think about the technique, think about what you want to do, think about getting on net, getting that quick release without hesitation. I want you to think about taking more finesse finishes than power strikes. Okay, a lot of times when we're in heated positions or we got a chance to get a shot on goal, we don't really think about what we're doing and we just try to kick it as hard as we can. Okay, I've done that many times, I'm sure you've done that as well. What I want you to think about doing is just opening up your foot and passing the ball into the corner. Okay, look at great goal scorers, look at Messi. How many goals this guy score, just making it so easy. You just pass it in the corner, you're like, why don't I just do that every time? Okay, if you can pass a ball to your teammate, you can pass a ball into the corner. Just put a little more pace on it, but instead of trying to kick the ball as hard as you can, putting it 10 feet over the net, take a deep breath, pick your spot, curl it in the corner. I guarantee if you do that, when you have a little bit of time, you're going to score more goals. Obviously, there are times when you're going to have to blast the ball. You're going to have to put your laces through it and get some power on it. Okay, that's usually when there's a little more distance, or you really have no time at all. There's 4 or 5 players around the ball, there's a big scramble, and you just have to hit it. Okay, that is totally fine, and you need to be great at shooting with both techniques. But when you have the time, make it easier on yourself and just pass the ball into the corner. Okay, I always talk about watching professional football, how important it is. It's one of your greatest tools for getting better faster. If you want to become a great goal scorer, I want you to watch great goal scorers. Okay, watch compilation videos, watch highlights, watch in the game. What do these goal scorers do? What type of technique do they use? What do they do in certain situations? There's lots of times when you'll watch a play and you'll say, hey, I was in that same situation myself, but I did something differently. I didn't score. They were in the same situation, they did something differently, and they did score. So what can I learn from that? What can I take from that? And what can I apply to my own game? Finally, it comes back down to repetitions. It comes to the basics. You need to practice your shooting every day if you want to be a better shooter. You want to be a better goal scorer. Okay, so I don't mean just shooting with your laces. I mean shooting curled finishes, working on your free kicks, working on your chips, working on your penalty shots. Okay, all of these are going to help you score more goals. The more shots you take, the better your technique will become, the more confidence you have, and the more likely you will be to take shots in the game and get those goals that you deserve. I just want to go into a little more detail and show you some examples of being direct with your runs, because this is a very powerful concept that can help you score a lot more goals. So when you're running into the box, like I said, you can't be jogging in. You gotta sprint to that spot, okay? So what I'm gonna demonstrate here is there's a cross coming from the corner. Okay, I'm just gonna show you my run, what I would do to get in front of the defender. That's the biggest thing. So you can either get in front of the defender or behind them. You're either trying to attack the front post or attack the back post. The big thing is you have to do it with purpose. Okay, so if I'm jogging in that front post, I'm easy to mark. I'm not going to get the ball. You need to be sprinting there, where you need to create some space for yourself where you can score a goal.